Hello, and welcome to Friday Focus of the Week for January 10th through 16th, 2025. Here we are again in an interesting week. And we just welcome you and remember to uh, put your name in the chat, say hello. And I'm here with Arlene Arnold, the founder of Transformational Tools. And we're ready to get going today. All right, so first I want to start off with a reminder of our focus for 2025, just general overview. And the words that came through for Arlene were prepare for revelations that flip human perceptions. And all that was about, well, some of that was about using your intuition, your inner knowing, your psychic abilities to bring forward discernment. And for certain, discernment is going to be helpful, and tapping those inner resources are helpful to guide us each day and along the way. And you might want to add something to that if you want.
Yeah, I was going to say that prepare for revelations that flip human perceptions is actually what it is here for January, but it's going to have its reverberations beyond January. So we'll see what comes up next month. But what we find oftentimes is there are certain themes or parts of the themes that continue on. And the thing that came to me as I was thinking about this morning is notice what is revealed. Don't just let it pass by. Pay attention and to see what that is. And then use your abilities that Leslie was talking about to see what is real and what is not real. Because there are a lot of things that are not necessarily what you think they are. And so it's really important that we pay attention. And as we flip over anything that's not real to us, we are at the same time helping all of humanity to flip over things that are not true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like that. Focus on noticing what happens and pay attention, and then go from there, and really ask yourself, is this true? And sometimes we have to check it out too,
Yeah.
with other resources. So
just like you do on your computer, because there's so many things out there that you could get stuck in, and then they could get on your computer. So you always have to be aware. But it's true in general.
Mm-hmm.
When you're listening to people, when you're on Facebook, when you're listening to the news, whatever it is, you have to check it out inside.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. And for January, just to remind us, was dawning, the luminary dawning. And I'd like to just read a little bit to remind us from the book that frequency is 4 and 12. And like the dolphins, we are in the world, beyond the worlds, and between the worlds. And I know some of us feel like that right now.
Now that one's dolphin song, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Ahead of us.
I'm reading the wrong one here. As we face the turbulence, be encouraged. Accept new growth with faith, even as you push through the fog of uncertainty. And I think we talked about the fog, and really getting, and again, here it's saying, pay attention and use your discernment. Yes. And the colors card was strength and violet. See with new eyes, with compassionate detachment. And I like the other part of feeling in your center, being in your center, coming from that place. How is it balanced? How is it feeling? Yeah. And violet is such a beautiful high color.
I love that violet. I like the big cards sometimes because they have so much of the color that you just take it in.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So I have one more thing I wanted to add about dawning.
Mm-hmm.
There's a phrase in there that says, live fully, embrace this evolving creation. And boy, is that ever true, because we can get so involved in the turbulence that we forget that every minute is something that is evolving us personally and evolving humanity. And we are part of we are creating next, even as we have been a part of what we've created in our own lives in the past. So this is a really important one for us to think about. And then I had one more thing about the violet is I find that divine perception is really important. That those are the words that are used there about violet, is divine perception. So perception can come from what you know of the world, or it can come from that inner place that you were talking about, Leslie, where we get that divine view, that view that's much larger. And then one of the things in there was subtle nudges. I thought about writing a book about wait for the nudge. I might still do it because it's so important.
I like it, subtle nudging. And we really have to be paying attention if it's subtle, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
I appreciate you talking about we are part of this creation, to embrace it as we're evolving and realize that we are part of that creating. And sometimes I think we can think like everything's happening around us, but what can I do? And it's like, wait, you're part of this. You're part of the creation of it. What do you want to put out? What do you want to see? So that's a good point. We are creating. All right. Well, it's fun to see so many people here. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Mia. Hi, Will. And Grace. Hi. Glad to have you here today. And Bernie. Now, I don't know if I know Bernie. Do you know Bernie?
I know Bernie. Hi, Bernie. I'm so glad you're here.
All right.
What a treat.
Great. Well, let's get started for this week then, which is the Luminary Dolphin Song.
Yeah.
I'll let you hold it up.
Okay.
Mine's a little more turquoise, but
yeah, mine always has a little bit different color, but that.
Yeah. Like the dolphins, we are in the world, beyond the worlds, and between the worlds. And they remind us that to be unfettered and free, yet respectful of the ever-changing experiments of creation. Our pathways create a blueprint for infinite creations through unique blends of design, shape, vibration, and consciousness. Experience the beauty. We are never alone. And when I think of this, I think I have thought of the free and flowing and all that kind of stuff, and really this is an additional aspect of this is that it is a very creative process and a very creative, playful place to be. It can be. And I like that there's something in there about be respectful of the ever-changing experiments of creation. And it kind of speaks to what we were just talking about, being, in that creative process and not just a victim of, what's happening around us. And to be, and I like the dolphins because they are in groups and they travel in groups. So as we bring that creativity to our groups and group processes, that can help augment what we're doing. It helps us, put more of the creation out there. That's one special thing about transformational tools too, is we have a beautiful group, and we can grow and expand and do so much together.
You know, the other thing that really stands out for me is blueprint, because this, we are part of creating blueprints for new creations, and when we can work with the dolphins with that, that's just amazing. And then I wanted to read the part called Applying Dolphin Song to Your Life. I think this is a really good one for us to use. And I wish I had thought about it yesterday when I was. And it's the kind of thing when you get into that turbulence, or when you get ahead of yourself, as usual, what mine is about, is to remind ourselves that there's dolphin energy. So listen to this and feel it in your body. Smell the foam of the sea. Be drawn into its peace. Allow the constancy of the waves to remind you of the eternal. Be caressed by the soft breeze, knowing there are unseen companions touching your face with love. Dolphins play nearby, calling you into laughter and limitless possibilities. They come from the stars, yet live in the sea. Be at home like they are, wherever life takes you. Open to your inventive and creative nature that calls you to remember why you are here. We are meant to be part of that inventive and creative nature. And that reminds us what our part here is in this world. So remember the dolphins when you feel like you're moving ahead of yourself, or when you feel like too much is going on.
Yes, because experiencing it and experiencing that flow can certainly help with, relaxing into what you're doing, and for some people it's the playfulness, for some people it's just relaxing into the flow of it all.
Big breath.
Yes, for sure. Okay, and for the color card, what came up was the strength in lime green. The strength in lime green. And the words that came out were powerful and heart-centered. This is a combination of the green and the yellow, and it's found just above the solar plexus and below the heart area. So it's love from the heart and understanding from the solar plexus. Magenta is lime green's balancing color, and empowerment can come from with that clarity of love and then that understanding that goes with it. And magenta is the color that is the balancing color, and it's the color of compassion. And that's found up here. Sometimes it's found in the heart. But what really came through was balance on all levels, an open heart, but never naively. You take care of yourself and don't give away your energy or power. So beautiful color.
It is a beautiful color. Mm-hmm. When I've been doing meditations lately, I take people into whatever their center is. Mm-hmm. I'm finding that lime green is often my center. Mm-hmm. And I think that's because we are evolving our ability to be way showers. When we can use this power of lime green, which we are being told is totally available to us this week, we can use that sense of love and allowing ourselves to step into our spiritual power. And that's a kind of empowerment. And then with magenta, to balance that, we become a good way shower because we're doing it out of not we go into a neutral place, but a place where there is a lot of compassion, and we offer that as we are in the process of helping humanity to expand and to evolve and to flip over the things that are not true and the things that are not in our deepest selves as humans. It's the part that really bothers me the most is when I see things that we are doing as humans that are so not in our deepest character. They're in the place where we have allowed others to take us down a different road that's not who we truly are. And it makes me sad because I know the magnificence in each one of us. I know the possibilities. It's like we just don't even tap into a tenth of what we have available. So this week, use lime green with this idea of bringing together the parts of you that make you a way shower. Everybody is a way shower because who we are, how we show up, what people feel around us affects other people. And that's part of being a way shower.
I was just thinking as you were talking, some qualities of magenta along with using them together with lime green, because lime green, like you said, is calling us to be that way shower. The magenta is a transmuter, which is it transmutes energy from one place to another, and hopefully it's transmuting the stuff that you don't need away, and then what you really need for that creative self to come forward. And so together, our presence, our creativity that we're offering in our way showing is transmuting as we put it out into the.
Boy, I hadn't even thought of it that way, but it's
I just thought of that, and I thought, wow, that's a real cool realization, I think.
And I hope we understand the power of this because this is what's available to us this week. So in everything that we're doing, let's remember that lime green and magenta are here working with us so that we can be our true selves, so we can stand forward as the who we are as a soul and form.
And the creations that we're bringing out, these two really are powerful together.
They are. They really are.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a fun week to see.
I'm really going to pay extra attention because I feel like these energies are so supportive for us.
I do too. Would you like to make any announcements about?
Yeah, I would. We've had a couple of new people that have been around the periphery of what we're doing. And Bernie's here. He hasn't been around for since I was doing classes in his home with his wife. So yeah. I want to remind you to go on to the Facebook Transformational Tools page and follow us there. We put out what's coming up in Transformational Tools there, so it gives you a chance to really dip into some of the opportunities there. The other thing is that on Messenger, we have a group there that's called the Transformational Tools Events. And if you just ask it's a private group, so you can just ask to be on there, and that will bring you into the group of people that keeps track of what's coming up. And you will get a reminder about our energy focus of the week. So I'm just looking at different ways for people to kind of get in on what we're doing. The other thing is I am so excited about the Vordal community. this is something I have wished for all through my time that I've been doing this, which is a really long time. So, and I feel like there are things happening there that are quite amazing. And what we're able to do is to help people, first of all, over a longer period of time. And secondly, within a supportive community. So we're all in process, and there are opportunities for you to get help if you need that. And there are opportunities to learn about other people that are doing this kind of work or who are being themselves as best they can with all of their psychic abilities, or their highly sensitive and intuitive parts of themselves, because that's who we all are. But so many people don't recognize it, and those who come into the world recognizing it, others go, "What?" And then you don't quite feel like you fit in. So that's what we're about in the Vortal, is to help you feel like you're a part of a group that's really serious about being the best that we can be.
Yes, thank you. I hope we see people that are at least curious about it and can check it out and see if it fits for them. But it is wonderful. All right, so I think we're ready for personal readings.
Yes.
And I have Will to start. And it's fine for me to go back and forth today. So whatever you'd like to do. Would you like to do the luminary or?
Yeah, I'll do the luminary. Yeah.
Okay.
So are we going to stick with that, or there we're going to trade off?
Trade back and forth.
Okay, I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a luminary for Will.
All right.
All right, Will, what's up for you today? That's not it. Okay, this one's it. Oh, this one's called Sweetness. You know, Will, I just feel that sweetness wants to come around you. You know, that this is not a flat energy, it's a round ball of energy. Just see if you can feel this ball of energy around you of sweetness. There is so much in sweetness that is of help to us. And what, you know, the other thing is, Will, that the yellow in here is really supportive of you right now. It's like, I feel like there have been changes going on, and you are beginning to own that in a way that you haven't before. And it's going really deep. And it's that empowerment. And you don't have to know what direction that's going to take you, but just know that it's building, and you will know how to use that, where to go with that. And then the turquoise in here, whenever I see turquoise, I always feel like it's reminding us to say yes to what's next, even if we don't know what that is. So I encourage you to do that, Will. And I know that you may have done this before, but just keep doing it until you feel like it's automatically where you're at inside. And then notice that magenta's in the center here. So you've also got some help to transform anything that's not totally in alignment with where it is that you're going now. All right, cool.
Well, you've got some amazing cards this week. The color card is the Strength in Gold.
Whoa.
So it says you are having extra support to be willing to change, to be spiritually strong, and to celebrate life. And remember, of gold and silver, they do work together. So there is a component of that is protective and also reflective in the silver. and the gold is the masculine doing kind of, we call it masculine, but doer, the doer. And so as you're doing these things and exploring and all that, you're getting so much support with this beautiful color. And it is gold is high. It's a high calling, a high energy. Yeah.
It is. Yeah. So I'm doing a color card now, right?
Yeah, for Jeannie.
All righty.
And you can go first while I'm looking.
Okay. So Jeannie, I got the strength in turquoise. For a minute there, I didn't get it. But what I feel like, Jeannie, is that you have been doing a lot of work on some clarity. And I think a clarity is really helpful as you begin to move into a new way of understanding what your purpose is, and kind of a new way of, what I'm getting is supporting yourself, and a new way to stand in your soul energy. Whoa, that's a lot.
Wow. Stand in your soul energy.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, you get a wonderful card to be able to do that. It is crystalline.
Oh my gosh.
And this is the frequencies are 4, 8, and 16. And this is, it's hard to describe this card and all it can bring to you, but it is, the message is the crystalline octaves, the carriers of the light from home, offer to sprinkle your dreams with wisdom and soften the land with their love. Call on them. They come to help inspire, transform, and reform this world through the vibration of light. And that's really what I was getting to, is that the light that helps transform is working right there with your strength in turquoise. And there, if you look closely, there is turquoise woven in there.
There is.
And the high, beautiful violet and purple colors, the magenta, you have very, very high frequency in here, and so much help, so much assistance. And I'm feeling like something about awakening that resource for you, like really opening it up. And if you work with this card during the week, I think you'll really find it helpful in opening those intuitive, psychic, those kinds of things for you.
I have an additional piece. What the message from Crystal, and a part of it is really calling out to Jeannie. It's where there is hurt, shower my crystalline dust. That's what the crystalline is saying. Where there is anger, surround it with crystalline light. Where there is damage to the soul, pack it with crystalline gel. And crystalline says, I am for healing, for understanding, for hope, and for remembering home in the heart. If you will go back to that, Jeannie, you're going to pick out something from that that's extremely important, maybe for yourself, but also maybe in relationships. When you pick up on things where there's anger or where there's damage or whatever, that you can just visualize this crystalline in whatever form is best to help that person.
Well, I'd say you got a lot of information there.
Yeah, boy, that was really wonderful.
Oh, wow. Wow. Amazing. Okay, we have Mia.
All right, Mia, let's see what's up for you. Is that one for Mia? No.
Oh, are you picking that one? Okay.
And is that what I was supposed to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just checking my notes.
Yeah. And is this, well, that one could be for Mia, but it's not quite it. This one is. Oh my gosh, it's the same card. So Mia, let's see where that is for you. You know, for some reason, Mia, I am drawn to these places right here in between the points. There's like a very special energy that's there for you. And it's like I'm seeing that a receptive, this is crazy, but there's a receptive part of you that's in between the points. And this energy that really comes from the cosmos really wants to come in. And it's this cosmic crystalline energy, and it wants to come in to the center of this, but also into your center. So there's a real reason here, Mia, to sit with this and journal with Crystalline and ask Crystalline a little bit more about that, because there's something very important in this for you to get about this energy that wants to come in and be a part of you.
All right.
Did you get anything else on that?
No, but the cards that I drew for her are going to speak to that. So, and the first one is Strength and Turquoise. And this, to me, this just screamed, say yes. Say yes to this, because this is a new facet of your life work, and it wants to emerge and come through for you. So, and the words are self-responsible, full of integrity, and purposeful. Always remembering that as you're going on. And self-responsible to me can also be, take care of yourself as you're doing your work. Be in good balance here. And the other one that came up was Lesson in Yellow. And I thought, And it's like, yeah, claim your empowerment. I mean, that's just simple, like, claim it. It's yours. And that's the lesson is, can you, will you, do you feel a safety as you claim your empowerment? Because sometimes there's stuff about, whatever our self-talk can be sometimes. But this is saying, bypass that and claim it. It's time to claim your empowerment.
Wow. Well, I think the next one's Grace.
Right.
And what I got for Grace is the Strength in green. And what I'm feeling, Grace, is that Grace is that green is wanting you to go out in the outdoors when you can, between rain. And I know you love the outdoors, just to hug a tree or to notice the different animals that are around, and just have a real sense of connection with Mother Earth and with these beautiful parts of nature. And this is also a heart card. And it's like your heart needs a little bit of the strength of green right now. So just allow the green to come around your heart center and really feed you with the bounty that comes from the earth. and not just food, but the bounty of love and the bounty of intuition and the bounty of helping you see ahead or a little bit. I don't think we ever see ahead very far. And to be at peace with the earth.
All right. So, Grace, you have passionate ascension.
Oh, wow.
Notice the beautiful green and turquoise, mostly green in this one. And the beautiful reds and oranges. And that orange isn't like, going outside, like she said, and just, smelling the plants. And even the rain has a nice smell to it sometimes. These are the numbers 4 and 8. And if you could hold this one up, if you can find it,
Sure.
I can read about it a little bit more
Yeah.
here. It says, intention and commitment to the spiritual journey have brought you to this junction. Now it's time to leap with faith into an unknown world. Let your passion propel you inward to your core. That's what the green is asking you. And in order to combust outward into a new way of being without looking back, I bring you, here's the message from this card. I bring you dynamic propellant for the journey into new experiences. Enter my spirals of ignition. Whirl with winds of change and release. Awaken to a force in motion as dimensions open to a new way of being. So, it's like you can imagine this beautiful, beautiful card in front of you. As you have the cards, you can take a look at it, keep it out, and just say, I'm whirling into this new way of being, and my beautiful heart color of green can really take me there. And as I know you, that's always been where it comes from. So it's like those little 4 swirls in the middle are propellant for you to keep going, and watch what happens. It just feels really good to me, like, oh, some fun things are coming for you as you work with this.
And I get that it's very connected to this flip things over.
Mm-hmm.
So pay attention to anything, Grace, that feels like it needs to be flipped over. Like it's been okay, but when you flip it over, it's like finding worms under a rock. You're going to find something really, really important under that rock.
All right. So Bernie's
next. Okay, and I'll do a luminary for Bernie. I'm having trouble getting to the right one, so let's see. All right, this seems to be it. Okay, this one's dawning. And Bernie, dawning is really about new things coming forward. It may be things that you had recognized in the background for quite a while, but it's almost like you can feel them coming forward, like your lens is changing now. So you're not having to use binoculars to see it, because it's going to be right here, probably not just in front of you, but all around you. So allow whatever it is to be birthed in this dawning, and allow these colors. Red is such a great color to work with when you're doing something new or something is coming around and coming into fruition. So use that. Also notice the second circle there that has the lighter colors. Those are very high frequency colors, and they are a lot of guidance that you have, and they will help show you the way. to where the dawning is taking you. Cool. It's good. Let us come back and let us know what happens.
And for your color card, I got the strength in purple. And it is the energies that are coming to you to help you do that are regal, commanding, and spiritual. So it's really asking you to tap into that spiritual nature of yours and find that purple strength coming to help you. There's more here. The yellow also is your solar plexus, which is the balancing of that. And I'm getting that will help you balance the purple as it comes in. That if you work with both that and the yellow, the solar plexus, that could be really good. The solar plexus brings in practicality as well as the purple intuition. So I think that those together. And I know, Arlene, you've got more on this too.
Yeah, the discernment is really important out of that. So as you're moving into this dawning time, if you use the yellow and the purple together, you're going to have the discernment. And especially what I'm getting is to notice what you get at a gut level.
So that's the yellow.
Yeah.
Gut level. All right. In my notes. Okay. All right. What cool readings today. I feel like they're really here to help us in this next week to move through this time of shift because it's like something new for everybody.
It was kind of like, too, that it was coming through in a way that my words could hardly keep up to with it. So, and the two of us together and with the cards together, it was really, really amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, we just are so happy that everybody's here joining us, and please do this every Friday at noon. And we will be bringing you more things as time goes on. We have things coming up. We're going to be starting up classes, not for a few months, I think, probably. But there's a lot going on at Transformational Tools that will be shifting. You're welcome, Jeannie. We're so happy that you're here. And please, Bernie, come back and visit us again. So
good to see you all. Have a great week ahead.
And remember to watch for all of the things that are being flipped over. And let's give our love energy to whatever that is, so that it doesn't become a catastrophic thing, but it becomes something that really feels right for people.
Yep.
And you too.
Good footnote. Yes. For everyone.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, great. We'll see you.
Bye-bye. See you next time.